He's here.
He's here.
He said, get the picture, give me the picture.
I told you.
Yeah. He's right here. Put that picture right there. Put it in the middle. Put it in the middle. Yes. Good
You're
picture.
funny.
Give him a hug. Come on, give him a hug. Give him a hug.
We talk on the phone every couple of weeks, right?
I'm getting excited.
So what are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it? I love it. Talk is cheap. That's cute. I love that.
It's okay, it's okay.
Great
If it's in the family, it's okay.
Would you make an announcement? Thank you for coming.
I miss him, he was a really, really good man.
Another
Listen, I
announcement.
got another announcement.
Oh,
First of all, I just want to thank everybody for coming,
And, oh, that's
Thanks
what
for
I
having
was
us.
saying. Thank all of you.
because family is so important. I mean, I come down here from Massachusetts. I knew this was going to happen.
Go for it.
I come all the way from Massachusetts, and as I'm getting closer, I'm getting happier. So, I just love everybody here.
We love you too.
And you. So what I wanted to do is, I just want, give me a picture of the family.
I don't understand you. She's getting blamed for
That's because she can't hear.
Everybody's got one of these pictures now, obviously. Here I am.
No, I don't have.
I have one.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mary.
Hello, Michael.
But I just want to go down the line. There was Grandpa and Grandma. There was nothing like them. Okay? I remember a severe situation where we had an accident outside the house where Grandpa was trying to cross the street. Right?
I was in Korea.
Grandpa, yeah.
And I remember Grandpa, how he used to slap that bottle of Valentine beer. I thought his hand was going through the bottle. And he would always say, Chicky, have some hot peppers. I said, Grandpa, they're too hot. They're not hot. They're not hot, the sweat is coming up. Uncle Pat, I remember, was a star salesman.
Oh, yeah, he could sell ice, snow to the
Absolutely. But I also remember that we had the Dale furniture truck, and the family would all jump in the back of the truck and go off to the picnic. And all the aunts and mothers were there cooking, and it was just a fun time of singing all the way out there and all the way back. My mother, there's nothing like her.
No one like
Not a garage.
Uncle Al.
her. Oh,
like him either.
I had a graduation party up in Duxbury, and Uncle Al and Alita came, and we had a lobster cookout. And I said to the man that provided the lobster cookout, I said, you gotta pile up a bunch of lobsters, put them in a bag. I said, because if my uncle doesn't leave with something from here, he's gonna be hell to pay. So he had about 20 lobsters in the bag.
How about Leah? She take the silverware home. Oh, that's a good thing.
Who was that?
Talked about.
Table napkins.
Aunt Joe would call my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. The first thing out of her mouth was, did I get you up? The second thing is, did you have a dream last night?
Oh, yeah.
Because she
Or
wanted,
give me the numbers.
she wanted the numbers. On Ellen was just a super lady. I always remember her cooking her eyeballs out, making sure everything was right with Uncle Tony and for the guys on the job. And she was just a very beautiful person. She is a very beautiful person.
Beyond generous, too.
I think I still have a jar of eggplants.
We'll be up.
I remember looking down her cellar, you looked down the cellar stairs and there were all eggplant jars.
Because I never could make it as good as she did.
Aunt Phyllis was just a very special. And she gave us Michael and Barbara
And marshmallow fluff.
and Marshall.
My mother never had it.
And
Nothing else
Debbie.
had it.
And you had to be quiet when you went over there because if wrestling was on, Uncle Mike, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had to keep quiet.
He was
He also caught Michael and I smoking in the back of a truck one day, and we had to run like hell.
Right after I boosted you over to Coca-Cola.
I used to smoke under the grapevine, on Joe's grapevine. Remember you caught me one time?
Uncle Dan was another star salesman. I very seldom, I don't remember him ever being out of a suit and a tie.
Yeah.
He was dapper, Dan.
Very, very good. I'm Betty.
That's me.
I love
She
her.
makes wonderful eggplant.
I love her very much. She's there for me on the phone all the time. Good people. Can't cook, but that's great. I got her eggplants in the back of my car.
Me too.
Uncle John was a very super individual. He, at Christmas time when I was in college, he's the one that gave me the job in the post office. I really didn't know what Uncle John's job was all about in the post office, but once I got there, I found out how important he was as a supervisor in the post office.
You should go for the crop.
He also got Albert his job in the post office,
That's right, he did.
from which Albert was able to retire,
That's true.
and that's a very good thing. And he brought us on Tony into the family.
I have to
He
take-
brought her into the family, she took Uncle John away.
Will you ever?
Don't ever forget.
You made my father very happy.
She's the one next door to Charlie.
Uncle George, he was another special talent. But he was a very good person. I worked for him at the Army and Navy store on Grand Avenue. On Helen and he were a good match. They had problems, but he was a super individual. So far, none of this group, there isn't a thing in the world they wouldn't do for anyone. Nothing.
Uncle George always had $5 to give to every single one of us kids,
Yeah.
anytime he saw us.
So did Uncle Pat. Uncle Jack? Uncle Jack was a great guy. He when he worked on it, what was the what was the name of the
Scranton,
company?
Scranton, Charles.
Charles
Charles
He was
Scranton, yeah. He did me special favors when he was down there and introduced me to finance. So he was a talent also.
He liked antiques and he came up to Massachusetts.
I
He
think
was,
one of the-
I dated him before I dated Uncle John.
Is that right? Now, we didn't know that.
Uncle Jack. Yeah.
Boy, was he smart.
Boy.
He's smarter than I thought he was.
It's true. We went to the State Theater in Hartford.
Is that right?
Don't ask me what I had for lunch
Oh,
yesterday.
boy.
He got you drunk?
No, I don't.
You went to the motel.
That
No.
was dirty
No,
money.
no.
Don't take any more, Charlie. Tell you one more wine, Charlie.
Uncle Francis.
Yeah, pass the glass. Uncle Charlie. Both? Oh my God, Well, keep it in the family, not two.
Uncle Francis was a special individual.
You want white, right?
Speaking of antiques.
The real funny story about Uncle Francis is when he came home from the service, he said to my mother, "I've got all kinds of recipes for you." So he brought over the recipe to my mom so she could cook everything that he used to cook on the ship.
For 200.
Okay? So it called for 300 eggs, 100 pounds of flour. That's what he put to my mom.
This is Stacy.
But I also remember, I met him one time, he was working for
Grace's
Sylvain,
daughter, my cousin.
That's right. I remember.
and we were down on the railroad tracks in the back of the plant, and they were smashing all this, they were putting tests on the Sylvania sets, and they were blowing them up. How much I couldn't believe my eyes. But that's what they were doing in the back. And then I met him also in Brantford when he was a salesman for the newspaper.
Sure.
Yep, so in the advertisements.
I'd like to, can I enhance on that? A company bought out, let all these records so they decided to get rid of Frank.
What you want, red?
And what happened was, he was a salesman to put the ads in, you know, because that's how the paper survives. So,
Well, you asked your mother.
businesses around Bradford wouldn't take any ads out. So we're not taking ads out with Frank Salerno. So they had to retire him. So that's true.
I have a Francis story too.
Go ahead.
And it's quick. John was tired of taking the bus to West Vegas. So he and Francis bought a car from Uncle Tony for $100. Okay, so this car had to shift. So every Saturday night, Uncle John would drive, I'd sit in the front seat, and Uncle Francis and Shirley would make out in the back seat.
No.
Well, making out.
Damn that on Shirley.
It was her.
We knew we never should have dated that woman.
Hold on, making out then doesn't mean making out. But Francis would always say, John, you want to drive?
Over here,
I think as soon as we get in cars,
So that's my Uncle Francis.
Wow.
On Anna, the on Anna story that I remember the best is when she pushed me down the stairs over on that water. Can you take some pots and pans downstairs for me? Yes. She pushed me, I broke my collar.
He's a great singer.
Yeah, really.
The young guy on the end, okay, so Charlie,
How about saving the best for last?
who likes his suit that he has.
Number 14.
That was his first suit.
That was his hand-me-down.
But Uncle Charlie was my godfather.
And our best
He
man.
stood up for me at confirmation also,
But that's what I fainted.
and he was best man at my wedding.
Oh, jeez.
And he is truly a best man.
He is.
And he continues today doing everything for everyone.
Every family.
So we all love
Every
her.
family.
You never did anything for me.
I gave you a bottle of
Yeah, no
wine.
bottle of wine, you get nothing, Michael, you're
Well,
out.
then we can take
I gave him crabs.
Yeah, the crabs were no good, we ate them.
I want to see my shells out.
But anyhow, we love you all very much.
Thank you.
Thank God we can all get
And I just
together.
have you any idea of how hard it was for me, who came from a four-people family, to enter into this? Where everybody looked alike, everybody talked alike. It's not easy.
I still can't figure out who's who. There's one more story. During the war, in the 40s, Grandma Salerno sent 6 sons to service, 5 in that war, 1 to Korea. In the state of Connecticut, there is a rule that they honor families that send more than 5 sons to the military. So there's been a letter that started out going to the governor, to the mayor, finally ended up with Rosa DeLauro, who sent me this letter yesterday after a year.
Hey, Rosa.
She says, "Thank you very much for contacting my office about recognizing the Salerno brothers for their sacrifice and dedication as members of the United States military. As lifelong residents of the city of New Haven and members of our armed forces, this memorial would represent a small token of our appreciation for their service to our nation. I am working with the city of New Haven on this special request and hope that we will be able to facilitate this recognition for the Salerno family in time for Veterans Day. They are creating a plaque
Wow.
with the names of all of the brothers that will be hung in Fairhaven Middle School because they all went to Fairhaven Middle School." Rosa DeLauro. So on Veterans Day, there'll be another party. They couldn't get it together to do it today.
Thank all of you for
November
coming.
11th.
It's been wonderful to reacquaint myself with people that I knew and to meet all these young people that I didn't know before.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.